Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. Parshas Vayakhel Pekudei Shabbos Vayakhel, Shabbos Vayakhel, the month of Nisan, and there's a lot to talk about this week when you have Vayakhel Pekudei, two parshas together. So in Chassidic Parsha, Torah Or, and we start Likutei Torah this week, both finishing the Torah Or and starting the Likutei Torah of the Alter Rebbe, and in other Divrei Chassidim and the Maimarim of the Rebbe and the Sichos of the Rebbe, talks about two major ideas that are connected together in these two parshas. We have Vayakhel Moshe, it's called Das B'nai Yisrael, where the question is, why do we use the language Vayakhel, which is to congregate? Kol Adas, the congregation, also another word for congregation. And why don't we say we gather, Vayasef, we just gather the Jewish people? And why does it have to be done specifically through Moshe Rabbeinu? And the connection between how Moshe Rabbeinu talks about Shabbos first, and then he talks about the structure of the Mishkan, and then the vessels of the Mishkan. Hashem told him the opposite. First Hashem talks about the vessels of the Mishkan, then the structure of the Mishkan, and then Shabbos. Then we have Eile Pekudei HaMishkan, Mishkan HaEdus. Two times Mishkan, Eile Pekudei HaMishkan, Mishkan HaEdus. So what's the difference between the Mishkan HaEdus and the two Mishkans, and one is a Mishkan of Edus, of testimony? So put it all together in a short idea, is that Parshas Vayakhel, it says Vayakhel Moshe, that Moshe congregated the Jewish people. The Rebbe says a Gavaldik Vart based on the teachings of Chassidus, that the Moshe, when you say Vayesef, to gather in, so you're gathering in each individual as they are. It means each person has their quality, each person is, and you gather them together, and everyone hears and does what they have to do. Betzalel hears that he has to build the building of the Mishkan, and the people that are more talented, less talented, each person looks at what they can do, but they're seeing themselves as individuals gathered together to listen to a saying of Moshe. Moshe Rabbeinu says, no, you have to understand what the Mishkan is. The Mishkan is a place that we're building something different. We're changing, bringing a change to history. Up until this point, we didn't have the idea of Shachanti B'Socham. God rests amongst the Jewish people, it rests in the world through the Mishkan. And there's a Gila Likus here in the world through the Mishkan, through the Beis HaMikdash. In order to achieve that, we have to have Vayakhel congregate. And congregate means like a true kahal, like a minyan. It's not about that you're taking individuals who are talented, a lawyer, a doctor. A minyan is 10 Jews together. If you're 10 Jews together, you have a minyan. And that's the Vayakhel, to first become equal. First bring out your essence. And that's why Moshe Rabbeinu says Shabbos first. Because by saying Shabbos first, then we bring ourselves up, lift ourselves out of the world. And then we start bringing them the Giluyim, the revelations through the Mishkan. And so too, the same idea is really with the idea of Eile Pekudei HaMishkan, Mishkan HaEdus. It's brought down in Sfarim that the two levels of Mishkan, one is representing the Beis HaMikdash above, and one is representing the Beis HaMikdash in this world. And we have what's called the Beis HaMikdash in this world, how we do things in this world, but really it's connected to the Mishkan HaEdus, a testimony. Because the idea of what we're trying to do in this world of building a Beis HaMikdash, the idea of what we're trying to do in getting together and gathering as one, and then finding our individual talents and specialties that each one could do as an individual, but first finding our connection to each other, is when we do things like that and we make a Mishkan in such a way, then it's a Mishkan HaEdus, it's a testimony that there's something greater here. Testimony is something that we don't know. You don't need a witness to tell you the obvious. You need a witness to tell you something that we don't know. And when the idea is that through the Mishkan it should be a testimony, and through each individual, we are a testimony, Mishkan HaEdus, that there's something greater here. There's a greater thing happening here. And maybe we don't see it, maybe we don't understand it, maybe it's connected to the Beis HaMikdash Shalamayla above us. But there's something greater happening here, and that's done through Achdus, through elevating ourselves, through uniting ourselves. And that's what's going to be, that's what was in the Beis HaMikdash, that's what's going to be with the third Beis HaMikdash, and this is connected to the month of Pesach, which is the month of Geula, the month of Nisan, which is the month of miracles, and the month of redemption, that through the redemption we build the third Beis HaMikdash. So we have Mashiach Tzidkenu, then it's going to be revealed that the Eidos, the testimony, is going to be revealed for everyone to see. Just want to finish off that this week our dear friend and member of our community, and universally here in Seattle and here in Yerushalayim, Pinchas Daniel ben Avraham Paul Jesus passed away, who was really a Yid that represented this idea of Vayakhel and Mishkan HaEdus. He was a testimony to Yiddishkeit, a testimony to Avos Hashem, a testimony to Avos Yisrael, a testimony to Avos Eretz Yisrael. And he was a person that saw the world in Vayakhel. He was a person that was able to see everyone as a Yid, not everyone what if they were socially acceptable, not acceptable. He was equally loved everyone for being a Yid and for who they were, without judging anyone. So I want to wish everyone a good Shabbos. May Hashem have an Aliyah, the family have Yeshua and a Nechama, And Klal Yisrael, we should see him here, B'karv Mashiach Tzidkenu, Good Shabbos.